Doreen Grand-Pichet is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. Amazing. I want to address, because last week Erica A. wrote in a bunch of different things about difficulties that she's having across the board with her child. Single parent, finding it hard to find a daycare.
Yeah.
School is not helping. The school district is just a mess, and at one point took him to the wrong place.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, which I can't even deal with. But says that he chews on everything, every cord or lace he sees. He takes his shoes and clothes all the time. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I want to address that. And she says that he's got some pretty big challenges and is nonverbal.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, there's like, my heart really goes out to individuals who are dealing with their children who are more severely affected, because the folks who say, oh, just leave it alone,
hard.
don't really understand how hard it is when your child is having difficulty and like chewing everything and just like not able to function, right?
Yeah.
So there are certain things that can be done in this case. It really disturbs me because our kids spend so much time in school. And when you have a school district or program that just doesn't want to interact or engage or do the right thing, I think it always starts there. I mean, I will tell you, there are things you can do, like definitely if your child is chewing objects or clothes or whatever it is, there's a variety of things you should do. You should actually, first of all, again, get some medical testing done to see what, if any, types of, hormones, enzymes, supplements can help with anything that could be lacking. So first of all, do a test, make sure your child is doing fine and not weak on any kind of their biochemistry. That's one thing. But then there are children who also really, really crave that kind of pressure that they want. So I'm not sure if it's just clothes or other objects
Cords
as well.
especially.
Cords. So sometimes it's just about chewing something, right?
Yeah.
And we've actually had a lot of success replacing that with just chewing. And what's an adaptive form of chewing is chewing gum. Yeah. And so we even published on this, where you will teach a child how to chew gum and it replaces the need to chew other non-edible objects. Again, there's another thing I want to make sure I don't forget to say, is that chewing is one thing, chewing and swallowing is pica. And if that's the case, you really need to deal with this very fast, because we could be eating things that are very harmful to our intestines as well. But in any case, chewing on its own, you can replace, you can actually put, if it's specific objects like the shirt, for instance, there is the stuff that we give our kids for not chewing their nails, and you can just put it on the shirt and it's bitter. Yeah. And so when the individual goes to chew on their shirt, they will stop. And I've seen this be a really big problem because the shirt gets completely wet. Yeah. And I've seen that with children. In fact, they often, it becomes germs and it becomes quite an issue for the parent. So when you do that, make sure that you have other objects, which nowadays you can buy a lot of different things that are for infants or young children who have a need for chewing, chewy objects, Nook types of vibrators for inside the mouth. There are things that give that oral stimulation, but it's not the child's shirt or cords or other objects. So that's kind of how to deal with it. But more importantly, I think you need to get your school involved. If it's not happening, call for an IEP, take an advocate with you or an attorney or another parent who's had success. Make sure, read your child's rights. Your child has rights. The school needs to provide them an individual who is trained in these techniques, as well as a resource specialist, someone who can really give guidance to all the teachers and aides and make accommodations in school so that your child can all of these behaviors are dealt with consistently. So I think you need to kind of do both.
In fact, on Thursday, we're doing a special show because you guys asked for this. We did a show about autism in school last week, and you guys, it was like, oh. And the question you guys asked the most is how to get a one-on-one aid. And so we're doing a whole show on Thursday about how to get an aid, but not only that, once you have it, how to use it well.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're getting the right thing for that. That's Thursday's show. So just letting you guys know that.
If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time on autismnetwork.com. We hope to see you there.